Usually people read or watch a review to see some of the shortcomings of a game, perhaps to gauge how good the game truly is and to make a choice for themselves on whether to buy the title or not. Let me save you the trouble, because Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is terrible. The game is just a guise for Nintendo to rob its most faithful customers of their money, loyalty, and time. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is bankrupt of creativity, fun, and any sort of heart. In fact, the game makes my heart ache for a truly good Animal Crossing game, considering this is the second in a matter of months to let down. Unfortunately, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is so devoid of any merit that it even makes Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer look like a pinnacle of excellence. So, what is wrong with Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival? To be quite honest, I think the shorter answer will come from asking a far simpler question. What is right with Amiibo Festival? Well, I am thrilled to announce that in a visual sense, the game is actually really pretty. However, in the end, the graphics just work out to nothing short of a tease. The style of a game promises an Animal Crossing experience, but the final experience is anything but. How does Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival work? Well, a player begins by tapping their Animal Crossing series amiibo to the gamepad. Once the amiibo is released, a die is rolled and an on-screen icon is moved the corresponding number of spaces. Then, of course, the next person rolls their die and move the corresponding number of spaces as well. The goal is to accumulate the highest number of happiness points and bells, the currency of Animal Crossing. With each turn, your character will land on either a pink or purple icon. A pink icon is good and will add to the player's happiness point or bell totals. A purple icon, on the other hand, deducts points. This mechanic accounts for about 90% of the game. There are no mini-games, no choices, and pretty much no fun. Essentially, the only thing the player does is tap their amiibo to the gamepad to roll the die, an act that becomes a complete pain in the neck in no time. Other than that, a player can just sit back and continually tap the A button to progress in-game events. Yes, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is barely any interactive elements at all. In fact, I would hesitate to call it a game. Instead, I believe that Amiibo Festival is more of a visual or intellectual torture. The only element that is even somewhat interactive is the stock market, modeled loosely after the real-life stock market. Every 7 turns, players have an option to buy turnips from Joanne, a boar. And then, throughout the next 6 turns, players will be able to sell these turnips back for a profit. Once again, this mechanic is pretty much based on luck because players have no control over the price of turnips. Nevertheless, I do give the developers some credit in utilizing the D-pad on occasion instead of just exclusively using the A button for the game's controls. Outside the main board game mode, there are a few mini-games available to play through. This inclusion does beg the question of why the mini-games weren't part of the board games, but nevertheless, the mini-games are not something to really miss because they're either overwhelmingly boring or incredibly frustrating to play. Overall, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is an embarrassment of a game. I was already disappointed with Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, the other Animal Crossing spin-off that released this fall, but Amiibo Festival far overshoots its predecessor in terrible design and gameplay. The only reason to even look at this game on a store shelf would be for the amiibo inside. But then again, I would implore you to import the amiibo rather than give Nintendo money for this terribly made title. Nintendo fans need to speak with their wallet, and I beg of them to make a statement that terrible cash-ins, such as Amiibo Festival, will not be tolerated. This game gets a 2.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching, we really appreciate it. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.